Good afternoon. Good afternoon. My name is Miss Gloria, aka Ride or Die, and I want to talk to you today about long distance sponsorship, long distance sponsoring. Does long distance sponsoring work? Is it possible? Yes, it works, and it's very possible, and can be very fruitful. With long distance sponsoring, you take the person that you are sponsoring and you teach them all the knowledge that they need to know. When you're first starting out, you make sure that they have a list and you get their list. You go over that list with them and you have them call people on that list. But before you do that, before you begin, you both together pick out the 10 people that are most likely to be serious and committed to the business, and you prepare to call those people. You can have the person that you're sponsoring send that person or those people a text ahead of time to let them know that they will be receiving a call from you. That way the call can go smoothly. And so you can talk to them because they'll be expecting your call. After you've done that, everything that sponsoree needs, you teach it to them. You teach them about PBRs, you teach them about three-way calling, you teach them about everything they need to know. You teach it to them, and you teach them to duplicate what you are teaching and showing them. We have videos that they can download and have on their phone or their computer so they can have everything at hand. Because sometimes if you just have a local sponsor, a person might tend not to be so active and not to be so serious about what they're doing because they'll just wait till they see their local sponsor at a meeting, whatever. But with having a long distance sponsor, you are more tuned into, I have to get this information because my sponsor's not here. So I need to get it for myself. I need to make sure I have it so that I can duplicate it. And it's sort of like when children grow up and they get ready to leave home. As parents, we've taught them the things that they need to know, that they're going to be able to succeed in life or go off to college or whatever. We have taught them through the years information that they need to know, things to protect them, things that they can use, tools that they will need. It's the same way when you're sponsoring someone. You've taught them and given them all the tools that they need. So as they go out there beyond their local territory, they have all this information, but they also know that just like parents and children, that parent is only a phone call away. Your sponsor is only a phone call away, a Skype away, a WhatsApp, or whatever other technology you may use. You can readily reach that sponsor, but it gives you the courage to go ahead and do that yourself, to be self-dependent. I am going to do what I was taught to do. I know I've been given the basics and I'm going to go by those rules. It's also very similar to, you take the little eaglets. They don't do anything until the mother pushes them out the nest. When that mother pushes them out the nest, then they begin to flap their wings and fly. And they begin to say, oh, I can do this on my own. But they know that if they get into trouble, more times than none, mother's going to swoop right in with her wings and she's going to be there to help them out. Well, it's the same way with a sponsor. If we get into trouble, if a person gets into trouble that we're sponsoring, they don't know what to do or they have questions, all they have to do is make a phone call and someone will swoop right in to give them the information and the directions to be a great leader themselves. Because they will soon learn as we teach them that they are in business for themselves, but not by themselves, because there's always someone that you can reach out to. They will never learn if they don't get out there and try. It's just like learning to swim. You're not going to learn to swim unless you get in that water and start paddling around, flipping and flopping. Sooner or later, you're going to be stroking and backstroking because you're going to have confidence that you're not going to drown. It's the same way in business. Once you get that confidence and you know that you have a backup system, which is this system with all of our technology, our videos, our trainings, our phone calls, our conference calls, everything, every access that you have at hand lets you know that I'm not going to sink. I can make it. I can do this. Whereas if you just depend on a local sponsor, which there's nothing wrong with a local sponsor, but if you just depend on that, sometimes people can tend to get lazy because I'll see my sponsor at the next meeting. I'll ask them this, I'll ask them that. But I won't really put in as much effort as if I will if I have a long distance sponsor that I know I need to get this so that I can go on and carry on my own. So it's great. Long distance sponsorship is great. It builds relationships, it gives you a wider territory to work with, and it helps the person be more fruitful because they are out there and they have this access to all this different area, knowing that all the time I do have a sponsor. They may be a long distance away, but all I have to do is push a button, make a phone call, and they'll be right there. And you're working with them. You're teaching them everything and to duplicate. As they duplicate what they're being taught, then that's what helps them to also become great leaders. So long distance sponsorship has its advantages. It can be very advantageous. So there's nothing wrong with having a long distance sponsor or being a long distance sponsor. In fact, it gives you a wider territory to work with because you can reach people that you can't drive to or fly to every day, but technology allows you to reach that person and reach so many more people all at the same time with the same information. You have your conference calls and everything that you want to do, video calls, video chats. So the person that you're sponsoring doesn't miss out on anything by having a long distance sponsor. So remember, long distance sponsorship can be great. It is a great tool, really, because it builds integrity, it builds confidence, and it provides commitment. It helps that person to be committed to what they're doing. So this has been Miss Gloria, aka Ride or Die, coming to you about long distance sponsorship. I hope these little tidbits have been helpful to someone in some way. EOD, EOD, EOD. Have a great day.